You're watching Yoga with Marcie, and I'm Marcie. It has been a while, about 3 months since I have filmed a video, so let's get back into yoga and I will talk you through what I've been doing the last 3 months. So, I've not done yoga since my last video, so we are gonna start from the basics. And so, if that is you, then join in right with me. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple cat-cows on our hands and knees. Put our backs up like this. Hi, Rayleigh. Did I invite you in here? No, I didn't. Hi, sweetie. And come sit. She's not helping. You just sit in front of the camera. Anyway, this is cow pose. Then we'll arch our backs for cat. Then just do a couple of these in a row with your breath. But yeah, it has been a crazy 3 months, to say the least. I realized too, I have a microphone now, so I don't have to talk as loud. So if I'm screaming, then that's fine. But yeah, it has been very busy. I had a lot of mental health concerns, and so I wasn't feeling well mentally, and I wasn't feeling well physically either. Had a minor surgery, some different other chronic pain stuff, so it has been a while, but I'm excited to be back. Okay, then we're gonna go on our bottoms here, left leg out, then we're gonna bend at the waist, and so we're not gonna like hunch our backs over. We're gonna try to stand up tall and then bend at the waist. And so this is more about stretching your leg here. You don't even have to touch your toes. I mean, because that's not the part of the leg we're trying to stretch. This stretches is that your hamstring? I know, I should like do some like basic muscle. And I mean, wow, that is stretching. You can tell I haven't stretched in 3 months. So yeah, it's been crazy, but I am glad though that I'm feeling well enough that I'm at least attempting yoga or light stretching. We'll switch sides. Yeah, that is like a stretch. Oh, goodness. Well, my goal or prerogative for myself is that I want to not do too much. So whenever I get back into yoga, I always do too much because I'm like, oh, this is fine. I can do all of the things I used to do, but that's okay. I can't do that. And so we're just going to try to take it easy. Okay, we're going to do both legs out. See if we can bend at the waist. I just forget how uncomfortable that one is for me. Okay, we're not going to do that one. We're going to do, what's this one called? It's butterfly, but it's called something else. It's on my yoga board behind me, but I can't remember. See, this is what happens. But I really wanted to come back to reiterate that it's totally fine if you take a break for a year, 3 months, whatever it is. You know, sometimes I feel like we have these cycles in our lives where we can do more and sometimes we can't do more. And so sometimes I can do yoga. I was just gonna bend at the waist in this butterfly pose. And sometimes I can do yoga and sometimes I can't. I don't have the mental, physical capacity, and that's okay. So let's not beat ourselves up about it. Okay, we're gonna do a twist. So left leg out, right leg over, and we will twist. Oh, goodness. For anyone who's watched my videos before, you know that twists are one of my favorites because I always have back pain. And actually, I'm very surprised. We'll see how this goes, that I'll be able to do this or not, because I have a lot of hand pain, and a lot of yoga poses puts a lot of weight on your hands. Switch sides. we're probably going to end up doing a lot of sitting poses or just not too much flow. Again, I don't know why I'm like, I have a microphone, Marcie. See, new things. Because I've used it before for my mental health channel, but I've never done it for like yoga before. So this will be an experience. Okay, we're going to do thread the needle. And so this one on our hands and knees, but instead of doing cat-cow, we're going to put our arm underneath here and then put our head down on the mat. And then we're having your head facing the direction of the arm that's threaded underneath. And this one is a good back stretch as well. So, how have you all been doing? Sorry, I'm like breathing loudly. Yeah, so what's been going on with you? Let me know in the comments. Goodness, clearly being out of shape is what has been going on with me, but that's okay. Goodness. So, let's guess how sore I'm going to be tomorrow from 0 to 10. Let me know. My guess is like 11, but, and I feel like I'm just doing like pretty basic things, and that's what I feel like I need to do right now. But like I'm already sore. Okay. I know, I'm just like gonna rest. Wait, we can do a quick child's pose. So this one, your feet will be touching at the back, your legs, your knees spread to the edge of your mat, and then we'll just kind of lower ourselves down. Take a few deep breaths here. Okay, now we're gonna try a downward dog. God, I'm sweaty already. Ugh. I swear I haven't been doing that much. It's not that hot in here. Well, I guess it's just what happens. Okay, so we're gonna get up into our downward dog. Oh gosh. Oh, oh goodness. This is a time. Whew, yeah, so this is definitely stretching my legs. It's also, my feet are very sore in addition to my hands. Okay, so that is difficult for me. So we are gonna end that one there. We're gonna do forward fold. So like I was just doing, we're gonna bend at the waist and then have our hands come down here. But yeah, for me, I don't know how to explain like how much my like all of my joints hurt. But yeah, that was painful for my feet. So we're not gonna do any more downward dogs. I thought I was gonna do a sun salutation. We're not gonna do it. That would be too much right now. Even though I stopped doing sun salutations in the middle of a challenge. Don't think I don't remember that. And felt bad about it for 3 months. But that's okay, because I wanted to leave that up there as kind of just proof that it's fine if you try something, it doesn't work out, or other priorities come into play. Okay, and then we're going to put our hands on opposite elbows and kind of rock back and forth. This is a good back stretch as well. Okay. Whew, goodness. I'm tired already. Goodness. Okay, so we're going to do a couple standing poses, and then a couple on our back, and then we'll just give it a rest, call it a day. I think I was trying to mix metaphors. Okay. Whew, I'm like dizzy. Okay, so we're gonna do, this is prayer pose. I was like, I don't even know what this is called. We're just mountain pose, where we're just standing like this. And then we'll do prayer pose. You don't have to close your eyes. I'm just like trying to chill. And we'll do palm tree pose with our hands up like this. And then we'll do another forward fold. Okay, and then this time when we stand up, we're gonna do like big arms like this. It's kind of like what you do for sun salutation. Okay, so we're gonna do that 2 more times. This is our flow. I'm very liberally calling this flow. Okay, mountain pose. I was like, what did I just do? No one knows. Prayer pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. Palm tree pose. I don't like to do the like upward salute one too much where you like bend your head up because that just hurts my neck, but that's just me personally. If you like that one, you can do that as well, or instead, and we'll do our forward fold. And big arms to come back up. Then we'll do this one more time. Then we'll go into Malasana. Malasana is one of the best poses. Sorry, I'm like, I can't multitask here, clearly. Okay, mountain pose, prayer pose. Malasana is one of the best for me in terms of like not putting weight on my hands because I don't know why I had to do that. Like, you know what hands are. It just helps in that regard because you don't have to put any weight or pressure on your hands. And so that one will be good for me today. Forward fold. And I'm not like doing any kind of like counts, just whatever I feel like is what we're doing. But that's how it always goes here. Okay, so Malasana, you're gonna want your feet a little bit wider and your toes pointed out, wider than hips width apart. And you can kind of get yourself down in this pose and try to keep your back as straight as possible. Then have your hands in prayer pose. If this is not comfortable for you, feel free to take a child's pose or do some cat-cows, do some more mountain poses, prayer and palm tree, whatever feels good for you. Or another thing is you can hold on to the wall if you're like rickety. And then another thing as well is if you widen your legs, the stance on your legs, then it becomes a lot easier, in my opinion at least, to get balanced. This is actually quite a stretch. It's usually not that much of a stretch for me, but because I haven't done it in so long, it is. And then to remind myself to focus on keeping my back as straight as I can. Okay, I'm gonna come up. Okay, and then I'm going to just sit down on the ground. I'm not going to do any fancy poses to get there. Okay, so I'm gonna lay down and then just lay here, I guess. That's not part of like yoga. Well, it is Shavasana, but we're not doing Shavasana. We're just resting. Okay, so we're gonna do like windshield wipers. So have our knees bent like this, legs to the side, and then kind of go back and forth. You can kind of hold it there for a second or two. Kind of whatever feels good for you. Sometimes it feels good for me to hold it longer. Sometimes I like the kind of more continuous motion, which is interesting because this one is like, my knees are like already sore. So this is what happens when you have joint pain. And I was gonna say when you're almost 30, but fun fact, I turned 30 a few days ago. So I'm old now. Just kidding. But not in my 20s anymore. Okay. I guess let's do one bridge, or let's do 2 bridge poses. We can do 2 and then we give up. I mean, we're gonna be done. Giving up is a strong word, but okay. So our feet, our knees are gonna be bent, feet almost as back far as we can towards our bottoms. And then we're gonna raise ourselves up. Oh God. I didn't say how long the bridge poses were gonna be. But this is making my legs sore. So we're not gonna do these too long because I already promised to. Okay. And we're gonna lower ourselves down. Try not to just drop yourself down. I know this is not a lot, but it's again, just getting back into yoga. I always like go too hard and end up hurting myself. Okay, let's do one more bridge. Last hard pose of the day. Okay. I don't even know if I was all the way. Okay. So now, well earned Shavasana. Put our feet kind of at the corners of our mats. Have our palms facing up. Close your eyes or lower your gaze, whatever feels comfortable to you. We'll take a few deep breaths here. And for Shavasana, feel free to stay here for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however much time you want. For me, this one especially feels really good. After a practice even, it doesn't seem as intense. It's just kind of, I let all my muscles like melt into the floor. That's what it feels like anyway. So yeah, now we are going to, I like to get up. I like to kind of like roll over and then take my left hand to kind of get myself up. God, I'm sweaty. Very sweaty. Oh, ugh, lovely. Okay, well, that is it for today. Hopefully I will see you sooner than 3 months. So thank you so much for watching and stay well, my friends.